you guys. So I'm getting ready to film my horror mayhem announcement video. I had a dentist appointment and that was wild. There were lots of tools and lots of drilling. And now I came home and we have a thunderstorm going on and it's sleeting out. It's a good day to film horror mayhem, huh? Hello everyone, this is MJ and you are at my channel called Reading This Life. My channel is where we talk fiction, friends, and fun. Today is an announcement video for Horror Mayhem 2025, one of my absolute favorite Booktube events of the year. It's bittersweet. I remember being on Booktube and I wanted to be involved in it so bad. So I wasn't a co-host, but I made sure that I prepared and I had stuff picked and I was talking to my friends at the time, asking if these were good recommendations and all that. And I really just went all in. And then the second year I was asked by Scott Bryant. This event was created by the Bookish Bryants, Scott and Becky. I hate saying that. Scott transformed last year into a different form of energy. And he's with us, but he's not with us physically. He fell ill and, it was his time. So this event continues in his memory. I hope he's proud of me and my interest in tarot. He was a huge knowledge base of tarot. And it really was an inspiration for me when I first started to, watch his videos with, I think he was talking tarot with Alan, and it was just amazing. It was amazing for me to watch. So here I am to talk about the event. I need some light. Okay, so Horror Mayhem 2025 is decades of dread. That's the theme this year. Now, last year, I'm gonna get cozy. Last year, we had prompts. Last year, we had bingo cards. We had a little bit of everything for everyone. This year, we're scaling back, and I'm here for it. I love simplified rather than exhausted and intricate and all of that stuff. So it is decades of dread, meaning you are encouraged to read short stories, novelettes, and novellas that are 200, 250 pages and under. This isn't the time for chunky books. You can if you want to, but we want you to have more of a sampling of short stories and things that just whet your appetite for horror. My goal for all of you, especially for all of you watching that just watch, maybe participate a little bit in the events, but you haven't touched any horror, okay? Later this month, I'm going to give you some recommendations. I'm going to give you some first-timer recommendations that are wonderful gateways into the horror genre, okay? But for right now, I'm going to focus on some of the books that I have that I may be tapping into. If you know me, you know I'm a mood reader. I can't commit to anything, and I absolutely can't commit to what I'm going to be reading a month from now. So let's just see what I pulled and go through it. Okay. So, this is a wonderful book. I had to take the slipcover off because it's getting aged. And the slipcover has designs by Edward Gorey on it. And I love Edward Gorey so much. So this is Hauntings, Tales of the Supernatural. I actually got this for the first round of Horror Mayhem back in the day. And I'll show you some of the etchings in here. Do we have some? Yeah. Some people levitating. These are all done by Edward Gorey. Gareth knows who Edward Gorey is. Lovely. But these are short stories. So the one I just landed on is The Man Who Collected Poe, the author of Psycho, Robert Bloch. This is from, it's from 1951. And this recalls H.P. Lovecraft's The Case of Charles Dexter Ward more than anything by Poe. So let's see, we have stories that range from 1951, 1940, 1962, 1932, 1928, 1939, 1966. So this has just a nice little selection of all the different decades, and this is Hauntings. You may be able to find this at your library. You may be able to find this online at a library as well. Hauntings, Tales of the Supernatural, edited by Henry Mazzeo. Okay, then these are fantastic too, especially if you have access to them. I want to say they used to be on Kindle Unlimited, but I don't know if they are anymore. This is Weird Woods. This is one that came out for Independent Bookstore Day last year, and this is Tales of the Weird, an Uncanny Introduction. This is a selection of Tales from the Weird, an Uncanny Introduction. So we have 1923, 1966, a bunch of different authors, many of whom I'm not familiar with their work. But again, short little samplers, little snacky books for your horror mayhem. Okay. Then we can go to some Shirley Jackson. This is Dark Tales. Look at that cover. Oh, it looks so good. This is a Penguin classic. This was gifted to me by a wonderful person on Patreon. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 short stories by Shirley Jackson. This book was published in 2017, but a lot of these are from 1960. The first short story is called The Possibility of Evil. No! The foreword for this book is from the author of My Year of Rest and Relaxation. If you know me, I have a list of my most favorite books featuring unhinged characters. My Year of Rest and Relaxation is in here, and the author, Otessa Moshfegh, wrote the foreword for this. Definitely. I may devour this whole thing. Ooh, I love it so much. Okay. Then you can go old school if you want to and go with some R.L. Stine. Is this a Scholastic book maybe? It might be. It is a Scholastic book. How do I know? Because it says it right there. This is from, I received this from Coda, your best friend Coda. This is from 1986. So this would tick off the 80s, and I do love me some 80s. Gen X, where are you? Comment down below. All right. This is a surprising favorite. Now, this is a book that I read 2 years ago, and I told myself that I wanted to revisit it. This may be the year that I revisit it. This is You Should Have Left by Daniel Kellman. This is translated from the German by Ross Benjamin. This book comes in at 111 pages, and it will leave you with a lot of questions, and you will want to go back to revisit it. You absolutely will. The blurb on the back says, a book that should carry a health warning. Read alone at your own risk. a masterclass in economical storytelling, meticulously attentive prose, and imaginative agility. This is one of those where if you're not into monsters, if you're not into the more graphic side of horror, this is subtle, scratch your head, what the heck is going on horror. And I highly recommend it. I think I'm going to reread this because it's that good. All right, then we can go modern. This was gifted to me by Dave and Olive. This is Kellen Patrick Burke, Nerve Endings. Kellen Patrick Burke wrote a story called Sour Candy that I read for Horror Mayhem, I think the first year. Absolutely love, love, love that story. You can find it a bunch of different places. You can find it at your library. I think it's on Kindle Unlimited, but it's storming out right now. We may get some thunder too. Ooh. But he has this publication that just came out called Nerve Endings. This is from 2025. So are you allowed to read modern? Yes, yes. And as a reminder to anyone that's watching, there are no rules. There are no rules on Booktube. You can read whatever you want for any event. Well, you know, like for Horror Mayhem, you have to read something that's horror, but you don't have to keep it to 200 pages and under. You can read a massive thing if you wanted to, but there's no rules, okay? Another entry level that I'm going to tackle, I started it, I never finished it. This is Catherine the Ghost by Kathy Koja. And this came out in 2004. And this is all about Catherine. Oh no, here we go. From Bram Stoker award-winning author Kathy Koja comes a fiercely poetic homage to Emily Bronte's supernatural masterpiece, Wuthering Heights, where love is relentless and the dead are never gone. It's a modern gothic punk remix of Emily Bronte's classic Wuthering Heights. It's a ghost story told from the POV of Catherine Earnshaw's relentless spirit from beyond the grave. Wuthering Heights, people, you just might like this. Yeah. Okay, and then there's a whole bunch of others. Another one that I have is Coup de Grace, and this is by Sophia Ajram. This is actually up for a Bram Stoker Award winner this year. This is a little more dark. It's a little dark. A little more on the depressing side, so I started it, I didn't finish it, like me. And it comes in at 112 pages or so. But it's really good. I just wasn't in the right frame to finish it. You gotta, you know, if you're not feeling so hot or you're having a bad day, don't read it. Don't read it. Wait till you can handle a book that has like a heavy message. Okay? All right. So those are my picks, kind of, and some recommendations for you for Horror Mayhem. Let me know in the comment section down below, are you going to be participating? Oh, what did I read yesterday? So I finished yesterday Rosemary's Baby. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I finished it, and I actually watched the movie too. I finished the book during the day, and look at the edges. Look at that. I think I got this from Juan. Did I get it from Juan? I might have gotten it from Juan over at Plagued by Visions, but I'm not sure. Either him or the Viking. Yeah, one or the other. And this was fantastic. And I think I'm going to do a video on it, the book and the movie. But I also have Son of Rosemary. And people over on Blue Sky have told me, it's not supposed to be that hot. And I said, well, every book deserves a chance. So actually, the Free Library of Philadelphia, one of the libraries I belong to, has an e-copy, and I downloaded it. So I'm going to give it a try. If I don't jive with it in the first 15 or 20%, it's a DNF, baby, and that's how I roll. All right. So that's everything, everyone. Okay, so again, thank you for the Bookish Bryants for creating this event. If you're not down with horror, that's okay. But maybe, just maybe, you might want to try something. There are a ton of wonderful co-hosts. I will link them all below. Be sure to watch every single announcement video. We want people to participate. I want to bring people to the horror genre. I mean, I love horror and I'm okay, right? I'm all right. If anything, I have a wild imagination. All right, everybody. So let's do a solid for Scott and Becky. Let's honor their memory and let's keep this event going. So again, I'll link all of the co-hosts down below. Make sure you let me know in the comment section if you are going to participate. And I will catch you in my next video, whether that be sooner or later. So make sure that you are taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are, and I'll see you soon. Bye. And if you're here for the after party, I am going to get my tarot cards out and I'm going to shuffle them. Now, let me tell you my history with tarot. So I have always been interested in supernatural, in magical things. I remember going to B. Dalton and Walden Books with my mom and seeing the tarot decks in the glass case on the register when you check out and just being absolutely fascinated with it. Almost as if something was calling me. But, you know, growing up and being a Roman Catholic, you couldn't do that. No, you can't do that. It wasn't until I was in high school that I went to a psychic medium. I don't know what she was. She did cards. She did playing cards. And she read tea leaves. And she was Catholic. And I remember her giving me a card, like a piece of paper at the end of the session. And it had on there, you know, what to pray, like, you know, saying prayers, what color candle you should use. And I just remember saying, this is like a blend of my religion and like something else, and I want to know more. So I didn't get my first tarot deck until Bowie died. When David Bowie died, my best friend got me the David Bowie tarot deck. And I think I may have pulled a card and pulled out the book and, you know, but I just wasn't, I don't know, I wasn't down with it. And then last January, I picked up this deck. Wait, was it January? It might have been January. I picked up this deck and it is, I'll just show you like one card. This is the Three of Pentacles. And if you can see on the card, it tells you exactly what it means. So it tells you what it means up here. And then if you reverse it, it tells you what the reversed means. It gives you your short meaning, and it also gives you a mantra to meditate on, okay? So you can go back in history. I haven't done it yet, but I've watched a couple videos, and tarot cards go back. Ooh, all right, well, there's one. So I like to, I'm not a good shuffler at all. I just like to shuffle, and then whatever cards fall out, those are the ones that I go with, because that's the universe telling me those are the cards that I should look at. All right, so this is going to be a collective for, I'm just gonna get one more, for Booktube and the Horror Mayhem crew. And if you're staying for this, leave me a star emoji. Ooh, we got a bunch there. Leave me a star emoji, and that way I'll know that you hung out for it. Okay, so let's see if I can get these in order. Okay, so the first card is the Page of Wands. That's the Page of Wands. And it says, adventure, excitement, fresh ideas, cheerfulness, energy, fearlessness, and extroversion. It says the affirmation is, I embrace new opportunities with passion. The short meaning is exploration and discovery. You are embarking on a new journey of self-discovery and personal growth. All right, then we have the Two of Swords reversed, which means indecision, hesitancy, anxiety, too much information, truth revealed. So this may be causing you some anxiety maybe, or reading horror might be causing you some anxiety as well. The short meaning is indecision and stalemate. You are feeling stuck between two choices. Ooh, then we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is the one card that I get when I pull my cards daily the most. Generous, caring, nurturing, homebody, practical, sensible, good business sense, comforting, welcoming, and luxurious. I think that's all kind of me, right? All right, so the affirmation is, I am grounded, I am nourished, I am able to nurture and provide for myself and others. The short meaning is nurturing and abundance. You are a natural caregiver who values comfort and stability and are able to provide for those in your care. Next, we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is momentum, confidence, expansion, growth, foresight, and looking ahead. That could be me just doing this, right? I am ready for progress and growth. And it also could be for people that are like, heck yeah, I'm going to participate in Horror Mayhem this year. So the short meaning is progress and expansion. Then we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups means apathy, contemplation, feeling disconnected, melancholy, boredom, indifference, discontent. The affirmation is, I open myself to new opportunities. The short meaning is discontentment and apathy. You may be feeling unfulfilled or bored with your current situation and are in need of a change. Heck yeah, read some horror. All right, then we have, God, these are good. The Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is practical, reliable, efficient, static, slow and steady, hardworking, committed, patient, and conservative. The affirmation is, I am focused and determined to achieve my goals. The short meaning is responsibility and dependability. You are diligent and reliable and are willing to put in the hard work required to achieve your goals. I think a lot of these are applying to me too. And then the last one is the Eight of Pentacles. And it states, I am committed to honoring my craft and mastering my skills. That's the affirmation. This is skill, talent, craftsmanship, quality, high standards, expertise, mastery, commitment, dedication, and accomplishment. I am nowhere near that with tarot, but I love all of those things. The short meaning is mastery and skill building. You are dedicating yourself to honoring your craft and becoming an expert in your field. So that could be for anything. So take what resonates with you and leave behind what does not apply. And what I like to do is I top it with my crow cards. These are my crow cards. And crow cards are oracle cards. And I will ask the oracle cards because I feel connected to my ancestors. I feel connected to my parents. I feel connected to those forces that guide you in your life. The little angel and devil that tell you when to do something and when not to do something. So I will ask my future self or whomever that guides my life to explain those cards with one oracle card. So the oracle cards are completely different and it's just a one-word deal, which is actually pretty cool. Oh, and that's the one. It fell. Where'd it go? Mimicry. I think that is probably because I watch tarot readers on YouTube, and I know I can't be like them, but I can do my own thing. So I guess that's the universe saying, hey, we see what you're doing here. All right, everybody, thanks so much for sticking around with me. That was a lot of fun. Let me know in the comment section down below if that's something that you would love to see more of on Reading This Life. And we'll see. All right, bye. Thanks for hanging out.